I cannot complain.
Nice.
Cannot complain.
The guys, tonight I'm interviewing the wonderful PhD Dash, as I've said, a god from the Destiny community, now playing Overwatch.
The God.
The god
Okay.
from the Destiny community.
The
And
God.
and former alert of mine, follower alert of mine.
I was the follower alert for quite
Over a
some
year.
time.
Yes, over
Over
a
a
year.
year.
Yes,
I
it
was
was
your
amazing.
follower alert for quite some time.
It was the best alert I've ever had, easily. It was great. So
It
how you
was
doing?
quite some time. I'm good, dude.
Having
I've
a
been doing
lovely
really
day, as you've
well.
said, yeah.
Yeah, I woke up pretty late. I woke up kind of feeling like weird, like kind of hungover, but without actually drinking, you know?
Okay,
It's like one of those really shitty days, but turned into being really good.
that's
Turned
good.
into being really good.
Are you ready to begin?
Yes, sir. Whenever you.
Mr. Dash. If I may call you Dash. Uh,
Mr. Davey.
what hobbies do you have outside of outside of streaming?
What's that? What kind of hobbies?
Yeah.
Well, being in the military makes it a little weirder because I don't really have a lot of time for hobbies. However, when I'm not playing games, usually playing rugby or
Okay.
sleeping excessively.
I love sleep. That's like my favorite hobby.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
That's it. No stamp
Yeah,
collecting.
rugby and sleep,
That's
man.
good. That's good.
Rugby, sleep, and video games.
So what got you into gaming?
Well, when I was younger, I was glad when the PlayStation 1 came out. PlayStation 1 was my first console.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I got that from, well, I mean, we had an Atari, but
Yeah.
I had my first one, my personal one was it was the PlayStation 1, and I had Spyro, Year of the Dragon, and Crash Team Racing.
Oh my
Those
god, I
are the
still have
two
those games.
games. Whew, I still have them too, man.
That's
I got
amazing.
them downloaded on my PS3 on emulators and everything. That
Nice.
that was nostalgia, the best. But that's what got me into games, and then eventually I ended up moving into Call of Duty when I got into like middle school, and then that's when I started getting into competitive gaming.
And what was your first competitive game? Call of Duty?
Um, yeah, Call of Duty was definitely the first competitive game. My first like ever competitive game was in Modern Warfare 2. I That was when I first started my COD career competitive,
Okay.
and then MW3 is when I started actually winning tournaments and getting a lot got my name out there.
How did you discover?
MW3 and
Oh,
Ghosts.
Ghosts. Ghost was fun
Hmm.
because that introduced the sliding, right? I love that. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
How did you discover Twitch?
How did I discover Twitch?
Yeah.
Well, I had a lot of friends that were older, of course, and they a lot of them would play on and stream on Twitch, and I never really understood it until I decided to get into it myself with Destiny. Actually, the first person I ever watched was a Destiny streamer, which was Dr. Dave. You know him.
Yeah, I know Dr. Dave.
He uh he was the first person I ever watched, first person I ever subbed to, first
Oh,
person I ever played with. He was he was the one that took my Twitch cherry.
nice. You still hang out with him today or no?
Oh yeah, I hang out with Dave all the time. I was playing with him in Destiny the other day actually, a couple
Oh,
days
nice.
ago.
Okay. So how did you choose your Twitch name?
Well, my PSN is PHJ, which is my. A lot of people ask me all the time what it means, but PHJ is actually my initials of my actual name, and that's how I got PHJ. Dash, I got that from in I was in high school. I was a runner, cross
Okay.
country track runner, and clearly I was good enough to be given the nickname Dash. So that's where Dash came from.
That's not from The Incredibles, is it? Or no?
Yeah, a lot of people. That's where I want to say that's where it came from. I don't exactly know, but someone called me it, and then it just kind of stuck, and it was just a thing.
What are your thoughts on the Destiny community, even though you're not as much into the Destiny community as you used to be? Of
The
course, like
Destiny
nobody
community.
really is into it as much as they used to be, like except for
Oh
like
yeah, and
a few
nobody's
friends of
really
mine. But
into
yeah,
it as much as it used to be. But
yeah,
um, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with what I usually say. My thoughts are pretty much the same. They're a little bit more biased because I've been a part of the competitive side, and
yeah,
so like, of course, my version of the community is going to be a lot different than a casuals, but um, I think that the the community itself overall is extremely young, and I think that's where a lot of the issues come from. However, I do think that the community is still very, very, very nice.
yeah,
The fact that we can put on like charity events for like St. Jude's and like still pull like loads of donations, it really shows that the community is still there, regardless of how much toxicity and negativity there is in it.
yeah. Tell me a little bit about your own personal community because like Destiny and other communities are always built up of the streamers' own little personal communities. Tell me about your community and the people in your community.
Well, the people in mine are fantastic. They're a lot of them are like to troll around, a lot of them like to just chill. A lot of them lurk. A lot of people lurk. I noticed that a lot of people in my community like to just chill, listen to music, and watch some gameplay. And I just make sure that they know that that is perfectly fine, as everything is fantastic. And and yeah, I mean, my community is a lot smaller than it used to be. I mean, I don't know if you remember, but I used to
Yeah.
hold like 80 or 90 people.
Oh yeah.
But once I couldn't stream consistently for a while, it definitely made my community downsize a little bit. That's what not streaming for a year does. But slowly but surely, we are getting back to it. I recently went to PAX South and made tons of new connections with a lot of really cool people, a lot of really cool partnered streamers too. So hopefully that'll my community will start coming back slowly one by one. You know.
Definitely will is the consistency. Consistency always brings people back. It's
Yes, sir.
it's like a TV
Consistency is
channel,
key.
you know. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch Sanford and Son at 8 p.m. I know Sanford and Son's gonna come on at 8 p.m. This is dating myself, but I know Sanford and Son's gonna come on Thursday 8 p.m. every week. It's like I need to be there to watch that. So
uh,
once you get that your schedule down, it's like yeah, people are just gonna. You're fucking
yeah.
entertaining, my friend, and like you have a. I love your comedy, like. You're like a lot of the people like I never got into PvP year one in Destiny, but then when I did in year two, it was like okay, these people have like the best like sarcastic and dry sense of humor. So
Hmm.
it's just pure comedy for me and like funny, but you're also like really good at these games, you know?
Yeah, I like to. I don't know. I feel like I can joke around about a lot of things
Yeah.
because I don't know. I don't have to like try as much as like normal people. That and I don't
Yes.
really care too much
That's
about the
true.
game as I used to.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, other games as well. Like I equate you to guys like Lumi and Posh. You know, you guys like are really good, and you practice and you get good. You know, and you know like any game you could probably pick up and just like
oh
play. You
yeah,
know,
that's
competitively.
why getting into PC gaming was like super easy.
Yeah.
It was not hard at all.
See, for me, that's hard because I was never a PC guy, so laptop and keyboard like confuses the fuck out of me. But like, if you guys are
Mm,
actually know how to use keyboard and mouse, you guys are gonna like dominate any game you play, obviously.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're gonna be fine as long as you get that consistent schedule going. Let's see. Here's my favorite question, Dash, of all questions. If you could change anything about Twitch, taking one thing away or adding a feature, what would you do?
And or adding a feature. A
I
feature
would say,
adding to Twitch.
give me an example of something you take away that you don't like that they have now, and something you would add, yeah, that they
Mm,
don't have.
hmm. Hmm. Something that they have. Well, huh. I don't know. That's
Nothing they have right now that you hate.
honestly not really.
Okay,
I
that's
like a
good.
lot of it honestly because even the Twitch staff, a lot of them aren't even like you would think that like Hassan, like you would be like, "Oh man, he's like he deals with like accepting partners.
Yeah.
He talks to so many people. He's like super big in the communities, and like you'd be like, oh man, this guy is never gonna talk to me. But at PAX South, I was hanging out with him just like a normal dude. It was just like nothing. So I like the staff. They're all really good.
Yeah, the
They
staff surprises me how much they're like actually just gamers. It's
yes,
always surprised
they're
me.
like super chill. Like a lot of the staff's really cool.
Even though we
A
can't get
lot of
Hassan to fucking stream to save his life.
true. Yeah, Hassan will probably never stream. He probably doesn't have enough time or energy for that. But thanks K9. But yeah, I don't know. It just I really like a lot of it. So it's really hard to think of something that they could
That's
possibly
pretty good.
add to make it better.
Hey, if you like
So
the platform you're streaming on, that's great. Like if
yeah, I
everything's
mean
fine with it, then
it's
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's like little things here and there,
Yeah.
like, oh, I wish there was like an easier way to like maybe watch multiple people at once, or like, I don't know. Like, I wish that we didn't have to like use, you know how a lot of people multi-stream using other links and stuff?
Yeah, yeah. Khadgar,
I wish
yeah.
that, yeah, CADGAR, a lot of people use that. I wish that we didn't have to like use an external source for stuff like that.
That's
But
a
that's,
great idea, Dash. I've actually never heard anybody bring that up. And
but
literally
yeah.
nobody's brought that up before that I've heard. That's great.
Oh,
That's a great
good. I'm
idea.
glad that I could bring something new to the table, but
God
that's
damn,
probably
that's an
really the only
actually
thing.
great idea. Wow. I literally never even thought about that, but you're correct because if you've watched Twitch with these changes they've been making, they've kind of been adapting everything that people do third party into their site, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
and that's one of the biggest third party things. Yeah, that's
That is one of the
oh
biggest.
god,
And it would be easier if they
it
could make
would.
it like one it'd be easier to view both because I know personally a lot of CADGAR links don't work well with me.
Okay,
Like sometimes they're like kind of laggy or like I don't know,
a great
they're just
fucking
weird.
idea.
Yeah, they're a little funky. And so like and like making it to where you can like follow both people like through the Twitch instead of like having to go to each individual link or whatever, you know.
There was a
It just
thing a
be
friend of
great.
mine made where it was a team page. It was like a new and improved Twitch team page. It doesn't exist anymore. But like this
Hmm.
friend of mine made one, and he had it to where you could click a button on the team page and it would follow everybody on the team, which was
Yeah,
amazing.
that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, it was cool. But yeah,
Just
that'd be
like
nice.
follow everybody in like Rec Nation in one click. That'd be
Or
fantastic.
everybody in like one of these new community things. That would
Yeah, in the
be
one
amazing.
communities because it's easy to follow people. It's free.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
easy.
See, that's what I love that. People I always talk to people and they're like, "Oh, I follow 80 people, I follow 200 people." I just turn my alerts off and I follow like 2,000 people cuz
Yeah,
it's a
I
follow,
follow
you
a
know?
lot of people.
It's like they
Yeah.
appreciate it. Like why wouldn't you?
Mhm.
So yeah,
Mhm.
that's a great I got to talk to Nocturne or somebody about that idea and tell him you had that idea because that's
Hey,
a great fucking idea.
hey, as long as I get some credit, man, I'll let you do the heavy work, the backbone.
Okay, so I got to ask you. I noticed. I don't know if it's still on your profile section, but I noticed you have quotes and stuff sometimes. What Twitch streamers or content creators inspire you, if any?
Content creators.
I would
Um.
content creators. I would say is YouTube. Twitch streamers is obviously Twitch streamers, but as many as you can name, like
Oh
whoever you want
man,
to
as
name.
many as I can
Well, I
name.
mean, like
Oh, there's a
not
lot, man.
not the whole
There's a lot.
directory. I'm just saying,
I
like your
know there's a
people you
lot of
like.
people I
Yeah,
look up to.
yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to go with probably my top two in the Destiny community. I would say my top two would be like Triple and Goth. Like I
Okay.
don't watch Goth as often as probably most of his regulars do, but like just meeting him at PAX South, like this is just me going not based on his stream, but based on him as a person.
Yeah.
Um, he's a really genuine guy, like super down to earth. Like he's super funny, super chill, and like he doesn't really have an ego like at all. Like he's just a chill guy, especially for you'd think like, oh shit, it's King Gathalion.
Yeah.
Like you'd be like, oh man, never in a million years would I be able to talk to that guy. But he tries his best to like treat all of his fans like equal, and that's
Yeah.
really a good thing.
I always thought it was a shame that he didn't go to these conventions. Like now he's finally starting to go, but like I always thought it was a shame that he wasn't going to these conventions. 'Cause all these people,
Hmm.
like missing out on meeting. He only went to the Destiny Con when it was Destiny Con. It's like you should go to TwitchCon. You should go to like Goth
Mhm.
especially. I know he doesn't like to take time off, but I mean, you're
Yeah.
Gothalion. You should go to all the conventions and
Oh
meet
yeah,
all the
he
people because they
definitely should
love
be.
you. It's like don't just stay in Florida. I mean, I know Florida's nice, but
Yeah,
but
Florida's
yeah.
nice, but
You have any content creators you look up to? YouTube creators?
as far as YouTube goes, I don't really watch YouTube
Okay.
that much. I usually use YouTube for like music. I used to watch a lot of Destiny videos that were just like funny.
Okay.
Like what's his name?
Have you seen
I
the new
can't
one,
remember
the
the name,
parody
but
of Earth, the Earth,
oh
Planet Earth
yeah,
parody?
yeah, that
God
was a
damn,
good
that was
one. That
hilarious.
was a good one. I actually really enjoyed that. I saw it like right as it was put out,
Oh my
and
god,
man, it
that
was
was
a
the.
beauty.
I think that was the best Destiny video I've seen. That was
Mhm.
so good. Uh, so that's it for no really any YouTube inspiration because you don't watch YouTube that
Yeah,
much.
not
Okay.
yeah, I don't really watch YouTube too much for stuff like that. Nothing I can think of off
Okay.
the top of my head.
The people that inspire me on YouTube are, the lady who does the thing with the grapefruit. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh
I like to
god.
joke with you, Dash, because me and you are buddies. So I gotta joke. I gotta throw a
Oh,
joke
here
in there.
goes Davey. Gotta make everything sexual.
Hey. Okay, going forward, Dash, what goals are you proud of having accomplished with your stream, and what goals are
Oh
yet to come?
man. Honestly, dude, when I started streaming,
Okay.
I expected about 2.5 followers. Like the half being the one that just like bounces in and out because he wants to follow, but he also hates me at the same time. Like that's what I imagine my streaming career being.
Okay.
And the fact that it amounted to anything further than that, like I was able to hold 80, 90 people at one point with no host, just playing the game that I love to play. That is fantastic. I
Well, it's because
mean,
you're funny and you, like I said, you were skilled.
I know a lot of people enjoyed it, but at the same time, man, like I don't know, like my streaming started when one of my buddies was like, I think I was playing with Dave, and
Okay.
we were doing trials, and he was like, "You should like start streaming to like so that people could see your point of view." Because like I was always just like slaying, just like killing, and everyone was like, "Holy
And
shit!"
raging. I loved your
Yeah,
rage.
yeah, and the funny rages, and it's
Oh,
just like
dude,
everything like that,
that was the best.
and so that's when I was like, all right, and I hit share play and start broadcast. And I started out with literally nothing. I would read chat on my phone. I would like just nothing, dude. Like that was the first that I started streaming with not a thing, not a thing.
You create
And the
quite a
fact that
little
it
good
amounted to
little
something
following,
is
yeah.
great, man. It
Yeah.
really is great.
It's definitely going to amount to something too if you stay consistent. I
Valid.
do believe it will. Like
I'm
I
hoping
really
so.
hope I
Hopefully.
hope you're able to be like more consistent because that would be great.
I'm trying my best currently.
Yeah, you've
I've
been
been
doing pretty
streaming
good.
at least a couple times a week.
And now you got
I'm
a
trying to
beast
get to where I can
PC, so
stream.
yeah, now
Yeah,
you've got
the
a
PC
fucking
is fantastic.
that's really opening it
H1
up.
is really fun to stream. H1's
Yeah.
really fun. I think H1 is probably one of my new favorite games.
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of games coming out plus now you've got a PC, so you're pretty much going to be set, I think, for content at least. So that's good.
I'm hoping so.
And I know you're
Yes,
we
Ellie.
didn't get to mention it yet, but I know you're buddies with Frat Man. And I
Yeah,
remember,
I've
yeah,
been
you guys
friends
used
with
to,
Fratman for a while now.
yeah, you guys used to hang out and play. I don't know if you still do, but yeah, I don't want to mention him because I knew it would be I would be remiss if we didn't mention your buddy. Okay, so I got the final question, and then we'll answer. We'll have people from your chat ask questions, but before that, we got my final question is. As we close the interview out, what advice would you have for like new streamers or even streamers that have been doing this for a while?
For new streamers, I don't know, man. Honestly, the biggest advice that everyone offers everybody is to not pay attention to the numbers
Okay.
because there's a lot of people that do. There's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, I only get like one or two viewers when I play this game and yada yada." But honestly, like I like that I stream with OBS now because I actually I actually literally cannot see how many people are watching. I have it. I just can't see it. I just got play of the game.
Nice, way to go.
GG's. Like that's gotta be play of the game.
Very nice.
Whereas, but yeah, honestly, not paying attention to numbers and just being yourself is just because everyone wants to see a genuine streamer. Nobody wants to see someone who's like one way one time and then like a totally different way another.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if you read it, but there was an article put out by Bacon Donut. I don't know if you know him. He's a kind of big streamer. But that's one thing he mentioned in his article. He said not just consistency in start time, but consistency in the streamer. You know, they want to see.
Yes.
They don't want to see a moody streamer. And I was like, you know, nobody brings that up, but that's so true. They like consistency in the person as well as the schedule. Yeah, that's a great point. Okay, so is there any questions from your chat before we wrap this
questions
up?
from chat? Yuri, Zex, Ali, Ness.
I'm in your chat too. I see them. And
Anybody want to ask me questions?
I just noticed Gooby added his new emote that I cut recently. It's fucking great. Kermit. Kermit emotes are the best emotes, by the way.
They are fantastic. I do love my Annie Sip. That's a really good one.
Annie Sip is fucking great.
That's a great one. What games am I looking forward to this year?
Great question.
That is a good question. Mostly because I don't keep up with games that are coming out.
Well, I'll tell you, Zero Horizon Dawn or Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Dawn.
And the Nintendo Switch.
I actually heard about that.
Okay.
And I actually am looking forward to that one. I looked into it because I had a lot of friends that were like, yo, you should check this out. This is going to be a pretty cool game. And I was like, all right, I'll look into it. And I actually did. And it actually looks pretty good. It'd be nice to play For Honor just because it's new and something different, but I don't know.
Yeah, For Honor looks pretty cool. Who said sex?
Sex said, "Who am I?" He missed the first part of the interview.
That's funny. Any other questions, guys?
Anything for me, guys, before JC takes off and does his Hollywood things?
Oh, I see a question from Becca.
From Becca, what are you looking to accomplish on Twitch? Honestly, partnership. That would be fantastic. When I went to PAX South, PAX South was the reason I got back into streaming. That was the sole reason. Showing up to PAX South, hanging out with all these partnered streamers, hanging out with them, seeing like all this stuff, and like it was a lot of motivation to keep going. Like I got recognized a couple of times when I was at PAX. Like that's fantastic. I'm a nobody. I was 100% convinced that I was like super dead in the community, like super dead on Twitch, like completely gone. But I actually had like one or two people recognize me, not including Jake, and I was like, wow, that's really fantastic. Like people, if they didn't recognize my face, they recognized the Twitch ID
and the voice. Good. You have a distinctive voice.
Yeah, I do have a pretty deep voice that often stutters the words "kill myself." So.
See, a lot of people take great offense to that, but they don't understand. Okay, there's like when it's out of the blue against somebody who doesn't understand that, then I could see them taking offense to it. But when you're in the PvP, like I got to know the PvP community since year 2, and that's just they just fuck around. They just like joke around. It's not that to them. It's not like a big deal. They're just like joking around, and goofing off. They're not being serious about it. But then when it's like a random person that's not in the PvP community hears that, they're like, "Holy fuck!" Like, these guys hate each other.
Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh man, there's beef.
There's beef.
There's beef." Like, no, it's just funny to talk about wanting to kill yourself.
Like, I watch like conversations on Twitter between Sir Demetrius and like his friends, and I'm just like God damn, they are fucking savage. But they're just friends. They're just like fucking around, you know. And then it's always like, wow, that's funny. But yeah, you just gotta know that. Like if you don't know that, yeah, you're
Hmm.
gonna think, wow, that's
Yeah, you definitely have to be
insane.
a part of the group.
Are there any other questions, guys?
Allie wants to know Sonic or Whataburger, and it will be Whataburger till the
Okay.
day I die. Honestly, Whataburger is easily the best. Easily the best.
What do you think? What do you think you need to do to grow an amazing beard?
Maybe like Tefty. I'd probably have to inject testosterone into my face because I don't think I will ever grow a gnarly beard
Right
like
into
that.
the chin.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to like eject. Oh, thanks for killing me, Roadhog. That was fantastic.
I thought they nerfed that hook.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. How long do you think it'll take to get partnered, Becca? I saw your question. How long do I think it'll take to get partnered? I don't know because at the rate I'm going, I'm having a lot more consistency with people coming in. At first, there was the first stream that I had that was coming back. It was pretty good because everyone was like, "Oh my god, welcome back," and then it turned into now it's like people are starting to come back and like stay back now. Like it's not just like, "Oh hey, nice to see you again." Now it's like, "Oh hey, I'm enjoying your stream." So it's like really back and forth how long it's going to take because I don't know, I can't really question. I'm hoping that it's in within easily in the next couple months though. Easily. I'm hoping. That's the goal. I would like to be partnered before Guardian Con. That's the goal.
I gotta ask you a question. Do you know any German?
Do I know any German? Nine and Hitler. That is about it.
Wow.
That's
I
like
I want to teach you a phrase in German. Okay. It's du bist so reisend.
Du bist zu reisen.
So reisend. Yeah, it means you are lovely. And I'm
Means
saying that
you
for
are
Jewel
lovely.
Rainbow. I'm saying that for my friend Jewel Rainbow. She's in chat and she's
Oh,
German. So I
okay.
have to
All
tell
right.
her. I have to tell her that. I have to tell her that every time I see
All right.
her.
Too easy. I will keep that one in the books.
Okay, guys. I think that's gonna close it out. Dash, thank you very much for agreeing to this.